How's it going, guys? All right, so in the last video where we left off, we were doing this error messages page, and so now we're gonna start working on the dashboard that we're gonna use within our application. So that dashboard is gonna be for when after the user logs in, that's where they will be landing. So the main bulk of the application is gonna be performed within the dashboard itself. Um, so now the dashboard itself, the process is probably going to be, um, I'm going to do this probably within multiple videos. Probably this will be part one because there's a lot that we need to do. But in any case, if you're not following along with what I'm doing, obviously you will have a page where you'll do certain transactions and so forth. But because there's multiple transactions that needed to be done, I decided to do it within one page and then just change the forms based on whatever selection the user is selecting. But this video will just do the initial setup of what we need and then continue from there. So I'm going to first create a dashboard page here. Again, I got my caps lock on dashboard .html. All right, and like I said before, the main bulk of my application is going to rely heavily on the CSS. I mean the Bootstrap, right? So let me do a boilerplate and let me just call this dashboard, right? And in here, we're going to create a header. Right, and then we can say header dot main uh, page header. Okay, and I want a margin from the margin bottom to be, I want the next element that comes after this to be spaced out. So then within here I'm going to add a container, right? Okay, and then here I'll say container. So this is just gonna, oh, by the way, I need to link those resources. So which is gonna be, I'm gonna copy it from the index page, which is the Bootstrap and Font Awesome. And then here, I'll paste it at the top here. All right, so I still have live server running from the previous video. So, oh yeah, now we're gonna create a different CSS file for the dashboard. So for that one, within here, I'll say main.css. All right, so these ones, remember the background is going to have the same, it's going to have a background that's the same with along the registration login form and so forth. Uh, right, so it's CSS and then main.css. Right, so within here, I'll say box sizing, border box, and you know what? I think all of the elements are going to have the same font family, so I'll just set it up here as well. Whichever one I need, I'll change as I go along, and then okay, and then I'll say body, and I want the background color to be light gray. So let me just say, let me place it there. Okay, so let's check it out. That's too dark. Let me increase it a bit. Right, and I think I made it a bit bluish in color. I think it was somewhere there. Now I think this should be fine. All right, so remember we had the header Let me close these. So we had the main page header, right? And then within here we'll say main page header. Okay, and then the color. And in fact, I don't even need to set the color within here. I can just set it here to primary, because it doesn't actually deviate that much from the how the actual background color of this looks. So it's plus minus the same. So now we now need to give it some padding. Do I need to give it padding? I think so. So the padding, if I remember, I think the padding was about 10 pixels, top and bottom. I said 0px, right? So I said 0px here because the container by default is gonna align to the middle. Let me show you. So I'll just put in some dummy text in here and I'll just do that. So if you check, it's gonna sit within the middle here. Within the, it's gonna be from here to somewhere about there. So now let's actually do this. This is gonna be the company name. So, oh yeah, the company name, right? I'll say I'm gonna put that within a div, company and the name. And then this will be easy way bank. I know that's not the most creative name, but whatever though. So all right, so that's the bank, the company name there. And then so here we can say, let me copy this. All right, and then we can say main page header, the company name. And then I want the font weight to be a bit heavy, so I'll select 600, and then the color will be white. So I'm gonna set certain stylings within within the actual elements themselves. As you saw when we were creating the error page, sometimes you can overlook something and you think that it's gonna apply to everything, but then find that it causes issue later on. All right, so that's the name there of the bank. All right, so we also need to create links. So within here, I'll contain them within within a navigation tag. Right. Uh, so here I'll just say nav dot navigation. Okay, so we say li, and then it'll say anchor tag, and then obviously the first one is going to be dashboard. And then we only had three links within our navigation, which was the payment history and transaction history. So for that, we'll say payment. Okay. Um, what else? I think that's it. Let's just see how it looks. All right. So obviously, it's gonna look like that. By the way, uh, within the container, we're gonna say deflex. All right. Should align them next to each other. So now we need to just style these elements. Okay. So I'm gonna take that. Navigation. So the navigation was navigation, right? I want to set border to white for now so I can see what I'm doing. 1px. solid, and then white. Right. Okay. So now let's target the li tags. So we're gonna say navigation li display inline block. Right. Okay. And then we're gonna target the anchor tag. So navigation li a. So the color is gonna be white, and then text decoration I'm gonna say none. Here we're gonna say list style type will be none. Make sure you do that within just the li tag. So let's check now. All right, so there we have it. So the navigation, I want it to be margin, let's say margin left. Let's give it about 15 px. Let's make it 20. Okay, that should be fine. All right, so by the way, the container, since we set it to deflex, I want those items to align to the middle. Align items center. Okay, and then they will align to the center. All right, and I want space in between those links over there. So in the li tag, where is it? It's over here. So we'll say margin, right? Top and bottom will be 0, and then left and right will be, let's just say 15 px. Yeah, I think that should be, yeah, that should be fine. Let's remove that border now and see how it actually looks. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so now we need to add the where we display the name and the sign out button there. So here we'll say display name, right? That'll be display name, that'll be the end there. Okay, and then we'll say display name. All right, so I want this, since we're using the flex box, I want this to be all the way up here, up on the side. So to do that, all we have to do is say margin start. It's going to be auto. So remember, margin start means that from the beginning, which is on this side here, from this side on the right side, uh, push it all the way to the end there. And if I say save, now what we need to do is say welcome. Actually, I wanted to put an icon here. So class will be FA, and then FA circle, and then the text will just make it success. Right, and then we say welcome. Let me just give it a margin there. So it's a margin end, which is on the right side, by the way. I'll just give it 2, right? And then let's see. All right, there it is there. But let me change that text color to white. Let me see, text white, right? All right. So I don't know if you can see that icon there, but you can do something. Let's see. Let's say shadow SM, right? I don't know if you can give the shadow a color. Shadow none. Nah, no, can't. But let's see how it looks. Oh, it doesn't actually look like much. We can actually change that. So we can take display name, right? And then here we can say display name and target the icon. And then what we can do is say, let's take what we did with the within the default.css file, that box shadow color there. It's a dark blue, and it works well when you're using color like this, a primary color like this. So uh, we can then set that up there, right? And then let's just move this particular shadow class here. Okay, no, that doesn't look right, so let's just leave it out. uh, where is it? uh, let's just leave it out. Yeah. um, let's just change the font weight on this one to be about 600. All right, so now for now we can just put the demo name here. I'm gonna put it within a span tag just in case if we might need to change some stylings here. I'll just say John Doe over here. uh, uh, John Doe, and I think we can leave it as it is. So after the display name, let's just now work on the logout button. All right. So let's see. This is going to be an anchor tag, and then I'm going to say class. I'm going to say btn sm, and then in here we're going to set up an icon as well. Class fa. I think it was sign out. Where is it? Sign out. There it is there. And again, let's just give it a margin end. We can say 2, and then here we'll say sign out. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, let's change the text to white. Right. Okay, so now the icon is not displaying. Okay, so sign out. Let me see. It could be FAS, and then let me see. Araya hidden, and then true. Let's see now. Okay, it's not showing up, so I'm not sure what it is exactly I'm doing wrong. FAS. Uh, let me change this again. Let me see. Sign out alt. Let me try this one. Okay, so no, it wants the alternative. Let me remove this margin here because clearly there's way too much space between sign out and then let me change the margin again here. So here within the style sheet on the display name, where is it? Display name. Oh, we set it up within Bootstrap. So instead of margin end, what we can do. Wait, hold on. Um, let me see. Let's set the styling here on the PTN on the logout button. So we'll say margin starts, and then let's give it about 2. The spacing is fine between these two elements for now. All right, so that's the heading of our what you call it of our button. Now, I think that should be it for the first part of the dashboard. Already the video is way too long, so in the next part we're gonna set up some components here within the dashboard itself. Okay, so I think I should end the video here. Um, and then yeah, within the next video we'll just work on the components that we need in order to work on our our what's going to display here within the dashboard. All right guys, so that should be it for the video. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys within the next video. All right, cheers for now.